Hi there, it's Sam from Poodles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today I wanted to talk to you about a kit that I've put together as a suggested buy for anybody who's looking to make boxes. Now obviously the last few tutorials and videos I've done recently have been showcasing boxes and using our Simply Scored scoring tool and our trimmer, and these are some of the things I've made, and we've got a couple here that are going to be coming up soon. This is a box with hidden closures inside. This is a little treat pouch it's actually got a lip balm, Stampin Up lip balm in there actually at the moment, but it's, you know, one of those nice little gifty things, maybe wedding favours, and a matchbook notebook, and these have all been made using the scoring tool. And actually what I've done is I've put together two suggested kits for either box masters, those people who are going to be making lots and lots of boxes at a time, and a box maker's kit for somebody who's perhaps going to be making a few boxes or a few treats and things now and again. So I'm just going to move these out of the way and bring in the products that I've put together as suggested in these kits. So for the Box Masters kit, well actually for both kits, I've got the Stampin' Trimmer. Now I did use this in my mini post-it note pouch tutorial the other day, and I love this trimmer. If anybody who follows me on my Facebook page will have heard about Trimmergate a few months ago. I had a trimmer and a guillotine that I'd had for, gosh, 10 or 12 years, and it had pretty much given up the ghost. It was off in alignment, it was just a nightmare, so I wanted to replace it, and I ended up buying three that I took all of them back, and one actually I just threw in the bin because they didn't do what I wanted them to do. They weren't printed properly. One of them was completely, you know, being printed so badly that it was off at about 3 mils one end and 1 mil the other, and that just got sent back. And the one that I threw in the bin was basically the blade went blunt within about 4 or 5 pieces of cardstock, so you know I was completely disappointed in the waste of money. And then I joined Stampin' Up and I got myself one of these, and I'm absolutely delighted with it. It is a long scoring, a long trimmer, so it comes down to 13.5 centimetres, so a full 12 by 12 sheet, but it also has an extending arm on it that pops out. It's got a little foot under here that you pop out so that when you're on your worktop, you know, your workspace, it stays nice and steady, and it comes out to 37 centimetres it comes out to here, which is basically an A3 sheet of paper or card could go through this without any problem. It's got the scoring blade here, and there's, I don't know if you can see this, there's a tiny little arrow there. And that means that when if you want to cut a hole maybe right in the middle of your project there, but you obviously, you know, how do you do that? You could stick a hole through it and slice it with a, you know, a knife or something. Actually, all you do is you put your piece of cardstock in there, place it down and line up the arrows to where you want to make your cut it and lift it back up again, and that's it. So you've got your slice in it. It has got a scoring blade, so this is, it's not one for making lots of boxes all in one go. This would be perfect if you were making one or two, because obviously you move your paper up to the, you know, the measurements that you wanted to, but if you were bashing out 50 boxes in one go, you wouldn't want to be doing it quite so slowly as that. But this is absolutely perfect. So I've got this put together in the Box Maker's kit, but I love it. I think it's absolutely brilliant. I like the fact that it's actually got quite a wide footprint here, so, you know, even without the arm extended. So if you're working maybe on an A5 sheet of card, you don't have to pull out the extension. And I like the fact that it's wide, and that actually makes it really, really sturdy. So I absolutely love this. Really, really pleased with this, and couldn't be without it. So that's the trimmer, definitely an essential. And for the Box Master kit, I had to put in the Simply Scored scoring tool, couldn't live without it. I mean, obviously you've seen this put well and truly through its paces when I made this box that my children designed, and it's, I like it because you can put your piece of cardstock down, line it up, you know, in the top corners, do your measurements, and you know where you want to score, run the scoring tool down, but you don't actually have to move the piece of paper along, so you can literally quickly bash out 4 score lines, move it along and get the next piece of cardstock, another 4 or 5 score lines, or whatever it is you want to do, and move it along. So I think this is an absolute essential for box masters, so those who are making bulk supplies of boxes. Like I say, I wouldn't necessarily think that it was for somebody who was only making 1 or 2 boxes. I mean, obviously if you want to have it, you know, I couldn't do without mine, then go for it. It comes with inch measurements across here, and it scores in 1/8 of an inch increments here, and I love that it's so small, but actually the grooves here are very narrow too. I've had other scoring plates before and they only come in 1/4 inch or 1/2 centimetre increments, and actually the groove is so deep that when you come to fold it, you've got quite a big bulky fold. So what you're thinking it maybe is you're folding at 2.5 centimetres or 3 inches. Actually you're folding more than that, and your whole project goes off, and you're kind of looking at it and thinking, well, why is that not working? But this, because the grooves are so very tiny, your crease mark is just, it's millimetre sharp. I love it, and I wouldn't be without it. If you aren't an imperial person and you like to work in metric, there is an extra plate you can buy to put over the top of it, and there is also a diagonal plate if you want to make envelopes and things like that. I've only got this one. I found this more than enough, but then I quite happily leap from metric to imperial without due care and attention anyway. But I love it, and I couldn't be without it. Comes with the double-ended stylus, which, just off camera, it snaps shut into there. Also comes with 3 pegs, marker pegs. Actually 2 of mine have gone walkabout, that you literally, if you want to line up along here and you've got a big project on the go and you've got, you know, your 30 boxes to make, you line them all up and do your scoring. And again, you can buy additional, so if you're making a box like this, which had probably about 15 score lines in it, you just line them all up. And when you're not using them, they hide away in this little bit here, and you know, you can put other, you know, little tools and stuff in. So those are my essentials. This and the trimmer are the essentials for the box master kit that I put together, and the trimmer is definitely the essential for the box makers. Now, I've also, because we have 50 different colours at Stampin' Up, I've also put together a set of 20 colours that has a few from each of the colour collections. We work in 4 colour collections, so we've got regals, which are the nice, you know, obviously very rich colours, neutrals, subtles, brights, and then we've got our in colours, and I've put together 4 from each of those for you. So we've got 4 neutrals, and yours might be different when I send them to you. 4 neutrals, 4 of the subtles here. These ones hiding under here are in colours. So there's 4 from there, 4 brights and 4 regals. So these are colours that I've put together, but like I say, it might be slightly different when it comes to you. But I will also send you a swatch collection of all of the 50 colours, so that, you know, when you get your kit and you think, well, you know what, I want to restock my cardstock, but I want Pink Pirouette, or I want Bashful Baja Breeze or something like that, you've got the swatch, and so you know that exactly which colour is going to match the project or your product or whatever it is you want to put in it. So that's those, but I'm also suggesting a couple of ribbons as well. Now this one's very vanilla and it's unravelled itself, and it's the taffeta ribbon, and it's a lovely narrow ribbon, but it's very sturdy. Or the organza in Whisper White, so you choose whichever one of those you fancy. And they're, you know, both of these, the cardstock and the ribbons are in both of the kits. And I think they would be really useful for somebody who was looking to make boxes for themselves. Now obviously, you know, there's a price involved, and I've put the pricing details onto my blog under Box Master and Box Maker. There's links on the left hand side and at the top right on the menu buttons. But it's an investment only at the point where you're buying the tools. Once you've bought the tools, you've got the tools forever. You know, you don't need to replace those. All you'd need to do is come back and say, you know what, I need to restock my card because I want to make a whole load of green boxes this week, or blue boxes, or whatever. So it's definitely what I would call a starter kit, because you're buying the trimmer and the scoring tool at the same time. You're getting your selection of cardstock and your ribbons, and there's loads of different colours of ribbons. I mean, obviously, you know, that's the whole point about Stampin' Up's uniqueness that really appeals to me, is the colour coordination. But there's loads going on there. So, like I say, I've put together a kit that I would suggest as a starter kit for anybody, and it's the kit that I work with when I'm making my boxes and tutorials. So Like I say, the details are on the blog. I would love to see some more photographs. I've got pictures of boxes that people are making and they're popping up on my Facebook page. And I'm absolutely loving it that people are sitting watching the tutorials and they're rattling out boxes and they're enjoying themselves, and we've got a whole label thing going on at the moment, so I've got label tutorials coming up. There's all sorts coming. It's really, really exciting time. I've got lots planned, but today I wanted to talk to you about the 2 kits that I've suggested. Now, the Stampin' Up, we don't hold stock here as independent demonstrators. I don't carry stock. I carry products that I work with. So when you order with me, when you place your order with me, I then immediately place the order with Stampin' Up. So you are literally getting, I suppose, fresh product. So I haven't got stuff here. I would send you the swatch kit that I would make for you, the swatch kit of cardstock, and I would personally choose and send out the cardstock that I've suggested as well. But everything else would come, is ordered fresh as a daisy, straight from Stampin' Up. So I really hope to hear from you soon. If you want me to design a box for you, if you've got a particular product in mind, I am more than happy to do that too. I adore that part of my job, the creativity. I've got a drawer that's absolutely stuffed full of prototypes where I've been making things, making boxes specifically for, actually I've got a chandler friend in mind and she knows who she is. I've got a whole tea light box going on for her, and I've got a drawer full of prototypes. So if you want me to make you a designer box for you, I'd love to do that too. So let me know. Go and have a look at my blog, look at the kits. There's a nice little slideshow going on showing you the products as well. And thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I shall speak to you soon, and hope to see you on my Facebook page with all those pictures. Thanks, bye.